gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, ducks, platypuses, cats, dogs, mice, mices, geeses, mooses, bears, bad little kids that use laser pointers. Shout out to you. You're bad. Stop doing that. Stop pointing laser pointers at people. But also the giant jellyfish in the bottom of the sea. I see you. You my dogs. I mess with y'all. Y'all always get an individual shout out. But welcome to the Big Back Lounge. I am your host, Neek. Glad to be back here in the Big Back Lounge. We've been gone for a little bit because I had a lot planned and I had a lot of things going on. Plus, I didn't want to put this out during a certain week that happened. And yeah, but like, comment, and subscribe and all that. Tell your friends about this fat dude that likes food a lot and talks a lot of dumb stuff. And he's really dry humor and he's not going to make you bust out laughing, but he's kind of funny sometimes. Yeah. So tell friends and all that. Now, also follow me under the name The Price of Wings on all social media outlets. Now, what's been going on with me lately? I just came back from LA like 2 weeks ago. Great time, great vibes, the beach, the food, the people. The traffic wasn't as bad as it was the last 2 times, but hey, it was still a good time. Also, those Uber trips, man, they were crazy pricey with the Uber trips. Lyft was higher than them, though, surprisingly. Lyft was like an extra $10. Oh, something like that is. Like an extra $10 added. So if Uber was 30, Lyft was like 40. So it was kind of crazy. The lowest trip I had was like $19, but that was in the middle of the day. And yeah, price was crazy. But great trip. Got to see my family. I hope they all okay. I'm going to check on them later on tomorrow. A great trip. And I'm definitely going to go back. I got a couple of more trips I want to do. I have Birmingham, back to Nashville, and Houston. Those are the next 3. Maybe sneak one in New Orleans in there. Got to sneak a New Orleans trip in there, It's 6 hours away. You got to sneak a New Orleans trip in, regardless of how you go. Anywhere, any year, sneak a New Orleans trip in. But yeah, good trip. And it started with From Memphis with Love and the Wings. Shout out to him. He's from Memphis, went to the same high school. Great wings, great people. What was the other food place I did? Bam Burger, which is something that just popped up on my screen. LA has a very deep smash burger culture. So there was a Thai smash burger, excellent. I like the chicken sandwich too, but Thai smash burger was fire. I had APL, aka Adam Perry Lane's barbecue, very expensive barbecue, very expensive. Like the beef rib I had was $86. And I went to a barbecue up the street and got more food for that much. I could have bought the whole meal for $86. But still quality, good food. APL is definitely worth it. Jim Rummy Bar was cool. Got good drinks, good service, good people. It's a cool spot. You wouldn't know it was there. It's ducked off on the side, but it's very cool. Last but not least, I went to Joyce Soul and Sea. Very good macaroni and cheese. Great atmosphere. It's black owned. It was just it was just a nice restaurant. It just felt like it was southern, and the lights were a little too low, but good food. Prices was just right. I went during happy hour, had a good drink. It was a good time at Joyce. I really did like that place. I really do. I really want to go back just to get the mac and cheese. It was just that good. I should have got the big family size to go. But LA is always fun. But this was a good trip. It was just so damn good on all aspects of it. Other than them high ass Ubers. Other than that, good trip. Now what's next? Haven't done Big Back Action News in a while. So let's share a little Big Back Action News, shall we? And this recently just happened. So in Chicago, these 3 women dined and dashed, right? They dined and dashed at a restaurant. Here's the crazy thing. According to this article, according to them, they literally provided their names and numbers on the wait list. So not only did you dine and dash, you put all your information on there. Crazy, right? Man. And not only did they do that, they posted on the internet about leaving. Like you literally posted on the internet about leaving this restaurant, about dining and dashing. And that's a class A misdemeanor for that, but I just don't understand why would you do that? And why would you post about it and thank them for the free food and then tag them in it? They tagged them. They literally tagged them. Dog. They tagged them in the pictures, thanking them for the food. I don't think comprehension. I don't get it. Like, why would you do that? That is one of the wildest things I've seen. One of the wildest things. Like, why would you post about that? And then they're on surveillance camera too. One was wearing a blue rig. Wow. I mean, so many things. Looking at the receipt, they had lemon drops too. And Alfredo, of course, Alfredo. But yeah, man, that's just wild to your boy. But let's get back at your news. Now, I don't know how good that food was, but I don't think it was that good to dine and dash and brag about it. That's just stupid. Seen a lot of stupid things, but that was just, yeah, very, very dumb. I can't even defend him on that. Now, if you're seeing this video, realize I have my hoodie up. It's not because it's cold. It's because I feel a little hoodiness needs to be put on right now. For this segment, I like to call the Audacity. This is what this segment is called, the Audacity. And I didn't want to do this during Black Restaurant Week, so I'm doing it now. The Audacity. So let's start with number 1 restaurant on here. As y'all know, I am a food blogger. I get invited. Suppose the restaurants try their food out. Probably make a video or two. Post it, whatever. Cool, right? So this restaurant brunch club thing they got had a whole bunch of influencers out and they gave reviews on it and whatnot, and it was cool. I saw it. I was like, I wasn't invited, so it didn't shake me none. It's cool. And I followed them and then they followed me. So some days later, they hit me up and said, hey, would you like to come review our brunch? About this brunch. I'm like, yeah, that'd be cool. I'll do it. They tell me about it. They tell me what days are available, what time, excuse me, what times are available and whatnot. I pick one. And I do all that. I say I go here, around this time, boom, boom. I invited 3 people to join in with me because that's what I said I can do. Cool. Next thing I know, I look at my email and it says something about you have to have a $50 down payment for this brunch. Again, they invited me. So why am I paying $50 for a down payment for brunch that I was invited to? Why? I need answers there, my friend. I need answers. They wrote me. I didn't reach out to them. It was a whole nother situation here. So I asked, like, so what's up with this $50 deposit I got put down? They said that I had to put one down for reservation for brunch. And I said, so do my guests have to pay or just me? He said, no, your guests have to pay for it as well. So me and 3 other people got to pay $50 a pop. So that's $200, right? And I'm like, I don't know if I want to do this. So I hit up at least 3 or 4 influencers that I know. And I asked them, hey, you went to this brunch, right? Right. They said, yeah. I was like, did they make you pay $50 when they invited you out to do a video and to experience their brunch? All of them said no. All of them. So why would I go? You're not taking no money out of my pocket and inviting me to do something for free. So I canceled that reservation and I moved on. Now, I've seen other people go, they probably went, most of them are women, most of the women reviewers went in. They did the restaurant and whatnot. A couple of guys did too, but if I ask them, do they have to pay, and they say no, why do I have to pay then? You invited me. It wasn't the other way. You know what I'm saying? I didn't ask. You came to me. So I haven't been near them since. I've been around them, but I haven't been to that spot for brunch. So if you want to know, like, why am I mad about it, is that you invited me out to try your brunch. And then you try to charge me on the slick and my people on the slick for $50 each. That ain't happening, Captain. That is not happening. So I won't be reviewing that place, even though I would wanted to, but I'm not. So a couple of other people that went told me how they had to wait a long time for just one plate. So I'm good on that. And for the people that want to know, what's the place you're talking about? What's the place you're talking about? Well, I'll give you a clue. You got to go on the weekend. That's the clue. You got to go on the weekend. Did you get the clue? You ain't get the clue? Y'all didn't get it? Fine. I'll just tell you later. You ask, I'll tell you. But hey, if you listen to this episode, I'll tell you later. But hey, right now, you got to visit on the weekend. That's the clue. Anywho, that's the Audacity, number one. Now, the Audacity number two. First, let me give a shout out to Miss Cynthia Daniels for thinking of me enough to let me record and do videos for her for Black Restaurant Week. This is why I didn't want to do this episode, because it was during that time when I went and I had a list of restaurants. I do the list. So I wanted to make it well rounded. I wanted to do something out of the ordinary. I wanted to do something that was not, because it was like some. I want to do something out of the ordinary. I want to do something that people know of, like jerk chicken or something like that. I wanted to do something upscale, and I wanted to do something like just well round. Like you can just go there, get some good food any time of the day type thing. Just wanted to make a well-rounded review list, right? I picked my first four. The first one, good. The second one, good. I had to go back and do one more thing, record one more thing, cool. The other one, the last one I did, good too. The first three were good. Then it was the last one. And I'm gonna now move this over to my other segment, Chill You All Hype. Now, when this restaurant, I went there before they moved, it was lackluster then. But I wanted to give another shot. I wanted to try to give an old college try. Just to get this new location. Everybody talk about how nice it is. Cool. I'm gonna go up there, support, do my job as doing stuff for Black Restaurant Week, and just keep it real casual. Get my sister with me and her friend with me, so her sister and her friend with me, so there's more people there, so you can understand, like, yeah, I'm not the only one tripping here. So I would like to call to the front, Mahogany River Terrace. How you doing there, pal? How you doing, Mahogany? Didn't want to call you out. Didn't want to do that to you. I just felt the need. I just needed to, because, I gave a hint on the last one. They should have picked that one up. But first of all, I knew something was up when the busboy and the dude that drive the van complained about the service, and they worked there. And also, they only picked two things. Like, if I think my sister friend asked somebody, "Hey, what do you get?" They say, "Get the pasta." I didn't get the pasta, but if that's the only thing that they ate there, it's like, okay, cool. That's it, just the pasta. No, hey, it is what it is. We can move on for that. But hearing them two talk about how the service was slow, kind of crazy, right? They worked there. All right, as for the atmosphere, it was nice in there. It was very nice. The decor was nice. I like all three of the levels. They got one up top, one in the middle, one in the bottom. The one by the bottom is near the balcony. Not the balcony, like the little, what do they call them, little outdoor area. You can sit out there near the river. The river's flowing. You can see that. You're going with the sun is setting in the river. Beautiful. It's beautiful. When the sunset is really hit that river, get a beautiful view with the bridge. It's dope. Very dope views there. And I like that. And that's where it ends from there. But let's get to the service. The service was kind of slow. I mean, they had that girl going everywhere else other than helping us. She helped. She was very nice about it, but they pulled us so many different ways. Also, they got these steps that kind of steep. So we're on the lower part of it. So the steps and waitress or whoever brings our food gonna have a tough little time there. They don't get some exercise in to get them steps. And also they got steps going up to the third level, which is crazy. You got waiters and waitresses going up there. It's crazy. Yeah, you don't work out if you work there. The drinks came out slow. The drink was good. I had the Robert Gibbons. It was good. It was a good drink. Good Manhattan. Nothing wrong with the Manhattan. All right. Then we had the spinach And crab dip, it was like they made the spinach dip and then they sprinkled the crab on top. Nothing, they stir it in. They ain't bake it twice. None of that. They just said, here's the spinach dip, crab on top. Here you go. That's it. The homemade chips, they were okay. Homemade chips okay, but the dip itself was good, but it's just like this is supposed to be upscale. You paying $18 for it. It's kind of like slap in the face there. But okay, we're gonna move on from that. Next, I had the Cajun chicken egg rolls. They were good. Not bad at all. They were really good. I like them crispy, good chicken in there. Yeah, they were good. Now I ordered the Hawaiian ribeye, my main entree, Hawaiian ribeye with the loaded baked potato and the mac and cheese. When I say I was let down by that whole meal, it was just such a letdown. I mean, the ribeye, when you think Hawaiian ribeye, it's supposed to be sweet and a little savory, sweet and savory. It's supposed to be blended well together. No, it wasn't. Wasn't blended well at all, my boy. My boy, it was not blended well at all. Wasn't sweet at all. It was just savory mostly. And some of my steak was, I ordered my steak medium, but some of my steak was medium well. You know what I'm saying? Like one part of it was medium well, one part was medium. It was like a Swiss walk cut into a medium well steak. When your table was already wobbly already. You just made an earthquake. There's a whole earthquake just to cut the steak. But steak was a little tough. Wasn't sweet and savory. Yeah, I wasn't with that one. It wasn't good. The mac and cheese was creamy and cheesy, but when seasoned, it was like it was there, but it wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? Creamy, cheesy, not seasoned. That's it. No salt and pepper, no nothing. And they give you those little, they got the little bitty salt pepper shakers too. So you're gonna be struggling to get that salt and pepper out, buddy. You're gonna be salt and pepper it out. You're gonna be hurt your whole hand doing that. But and then last but not least, when you think of a loaded baked potato, right? You think cheese, bacon, sour cream, butter, chives, aka little green onion on top. It was just cheese and bacon. That's your loaded baked potato. No butter, no nothing to dry it out. Potato. It was when the skin is like crispy like that. Yeah, you dried that out, buddy. It was oh shit, my bad. It was dried out. But yeah, mahogany was not good to me. It just wasn't there. The service wasn't there. She was nice, but it pulling her back and forth so much we barely saw her. Food was no. And I was gonna do another review. I was gonna do a review on them, but like I said, I was doing it for Black Restaurant Week. Hit up Cynthia Dang and said, look, I do have a video made, but I have some words when it comes to them. She asked, was the food bad? Was the service bad? I said both. She said, oh, okay, well, just send me the video without the words. And I did that. And I made up by doing like a 3-course meal adventure because all three of them were on the same street pretty much. So Band-Aid DB, Chicken Coop, Son of a Vegan, all on the same street, all on Winchester. So it made sense to do that one instead. But chill, you all hype, Mahogany River Terrence. Got nice views though, but other than that, I ain't got nothing for you. I ain't got nothing for you. Anywho, it's late at night. I'm about to get me some sleep. And thank y'all all for listening to me gripe about these restaurants and how the audacity has been going on lately around here. And I'm not going to let that slow me down. It's still some good food out there. Still, the people want to know where to get the good food at. And I'm going to still be here for a little bit, as long as I can, and tell you where to go. I hope they get their stuff together, both restaurants. I hope they both get their stuff together and have much success. I don't have no problem with them. I have a problem with how one handles business, and I have another one how their food and service go. You know, it is, yeah. But other than that, I like to end this with thank you all for listening and watching on the tubes of you when I post it. So I appreciate it. And like I always say, your big back ass is always welcome here in the Big Back Lounge.